to offer my condolences to the Imam of our time on the martyrdom of Shahanshai Karbala and his household. I know this majlis is a bit untraditional since it is over Zoom, but I'm thankful that we are still able to hold majlises even in conditions like these, alhamdulillah. Before we start our program, I want to go ahead and announce that we are going to be holding a Tabarruk drive-through Mokab at Moment Center today at 4 o'clock for those who have signed up for Niazi Hussain. So inshallah, please, if you have already registered, please go ahead and come get your tabarruk around 4 o'clock. We will be ending the drive pickup at 5. So inshallah, anytime between that. But with that being said, I would like to start off our program with Tilawat al-Quran, and I would like to invite our first reciter, Hassan Raza. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. If Brother Hassan Reza is on, if he could please. Okay, it seems that he is not here right now, so we will go with the next reciter. If we could have Brother Ali Mustafa. Is Brother Ali Mustafa here as well?
जब तक डालो इसके ऊपर डालो मैं तुम्हें आईडी बता रही हूँ आईडी बता
Okay, so we will go back to those reciters inshallah once they arrive, and then our next reciter will be Sister Fatima Ghazmi. So let's invite Sister Fatima Ghazmi with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Okay, so if Brother Ali Heather is on, is here, you can go ahead and recite Surah Tariq.
Wait, I'm doing Surah Nas.
Okay, start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Thank you so much, Brother Ali Heather. Now we will have, give me 1 second. We will go back. All right, so we have our next reciter, which is Brother Hassan Reza. So if we could go ahead and turn on his mic, and then inshallah, welcome him with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم الله ولي الذين آمنوا يخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور والذين كفروا أولياؤهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Thank you so much, Brother Hassan, for your recitation. Inshallah, next we will have Brother Muhammad Hussein recite Al Yasin for us. So inshallah, let's go ahead and invite him with the loud salawat. Allah.
He missed his turn.
Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yasin. Al-Qur'an Hakim. Innaka lamma muslim. La salatul muslim. Tanzil al-Aziz al-Rahim. تنزل قوم ما لك حقك لا أتم أخر فين أن الإسكان جن من بين أيديهم سدا من خلفهم سدا يخشونهم لا يبصرون
Is it Muhammad's turn? Is it Muhammad's turn?
صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Thank you so much, Brother Muhammad Hassan. Now we are going to start with the poetry session of our majlis. So let's go ahead and get a Nara.
Ya Ali, Nare Hidari, Ya Ali, Nare Salawat, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Is it Muhammad's turn?
Muhammad's turn for, is he reciting a surah?
Yes, Surah Fatiha.
Yes. So go ahead and we're going to do the Surah Fatiha before the poetry.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين صدق الله العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Thank you so much, Brother Muhammad. All right, so next we will have our poetry by Manar. So let's go ahead and invite her with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala
Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Okay. After every Karbala, Islam shall always rise. The martyrdom of Imam Hussein is yet its demise. Our Nabi's beloved gave a great sacrifice. He taught us a lesson to never compromise. In matter of deen, never compromise. This was Imam Hussein's golden advice. The enemies of Imam Hussein we must depise to unite with divines and indeed unwise. The day of Imam Hussein we must organize the true Sunni youth. We must mobilize. The love of Hussein is the gate to paradise. Hussein Kamarin are the princes of paradise. We demons, we must never ever socialize. They decide is hidden in their full disguise. Allah has taught us well how to recognize a demon who is hiding in his full disguise. Imam Hussein's name let your kids memorize. These days of importance we must desire. Our two great Shakir, none should criticize. They are guided by Hussein's radiant advice. Shakir Shia has gone to holy paradise, and the love of Hussein. One day he will rise. Shia at Reza will always follow Hussein's advice. Allah Hazard's mission he will not compromise. Shahir Shia and Alima are truly very wise. Follow them. Aftab, you will never enter paradise.
Allahumma salli ala
على
Muhammad wa
محمد
ali
وآل
Muhammad.
محمد وعجل
Mashallah. Thank you so much, Minar, for your beautiful recitation. Next, we have our poetry session continued by Sister Khadija Fatima Naqvi. So let's invite her with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Home for baby Sakina. Sakina, Sakina, we cry for you. Whenever we think about you, whenever we are blessed to be near you, we feel sorry for you. As you have the age of playing, but the army of Yazid did not leave you. You went under all the hardships for the love of Islam. O Sakina, the birds also intoned dear baby Sakina. You were left in the small grave. Today we salute you, and thousands of people come to you.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Thank you so much for your beautiful recitation, Khadija. All right. So next we have a art piece by Ali Naqvi. He has a short blurb that he wants to explain about his beautiful drawing. So let's invite him with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I would like if everyone could mute themselves. This is a picture of the last moments of Imam Hussein. He was a good Imam. He was the brother of Imam Hassan. He is also the son of Imam Ali and Hazrat Fatima. When he was Shaheed, the sky turned red. The death still makes us sad today and will forever. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum. All right, thank you so much, Ali. Ya Ali. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. All right. So next, we will be going to the salam section of our majlis. Our first salam will be recited by Abiha Batul Abbas. So let's go ahead and invite her with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum. Ya Ali.
पापा को रोने वाली सीने पे सोने वाली सकीना गुजर गई सकीना गुजर गई हाय 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 मैं खाक पे सो जाऊंगी मैं खाक पे सो जाऊंगी हाँ कहती हूँ बाबा सीने पे सुलाने को कहाँ कहती हूँ बाबा बच्चे तो बहुत छोटे हुआ करते हैं बाबा, हर एक मुसीबत पे गिरा करते हैं बाबा। मैं नाज उठाने को कहाँ कहती हूँ बाबा, मैं खाक पे सो जाऊंगी, मैं खाक पे सो जाऊंगी, हाँ कहती हूँ बाबा। सीने पे सुलाने को कहाँ कहती हूँ बाबा, पापा मेरे बचपन का तकाजा तो नहीं था, ख्वाबों में खिलौने थे जनाजा तो नहीं था, गोदी में खिलाने को कहाँ कहती हूँ बाबा, मैं खाक पे सो जाऊंगी, मैं खाक पे सो जाऊंगी, हाँ कहती हूँ बाबा। सीने पे सुलाने को कहाँ कहती हूँ बाबा। सकीना गुजर गई, सकीना गुजर गई, सकीना गुजर गई। सलवात।
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali.
Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Thank you so much for your recitation, Abiha. Inshallah, next we will be having Sister Masuma Rojani recite another salam for us. So if you could please welcome her with a loud salawat.
Allahumma
Allahumma
salli
salli
ala
ala
Muhammad
Muhammad
wa
wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
यहाँ संभल कर कदम उठाना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है। यहाँ संभल कर कदम उठाना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है। ये बातें हरगिज़ ना भूल जाना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है। जहाँ सब्र और रिज़ा यही है, खुदा सब्र और रिज़ा यही है। यहाँ पे आके है चल के मेहदी, बेहिश्त ज़हरा सरजमी है। यहाँ पे ज़हरा का आना जाना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है। दुआएं देंगे हुसैन तुमको, यहाँ पे आंसू अगर बहाए। यहाँ पे बेटी ने बेवतन की सितमगरों से तमाचा खाए। यहाँ पे खुशियों को भूल जाना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है। यहाँ पे गुजरी है वो कयामत, मिला ना उसको सुकून अब तक। रिदाई छीनने के गम में आबिद, लहद में रोता है खून अब तक। यहाँ पे हरगिज़ ना मुस्कुराना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है। सलवात।
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Thank you so much, Sister Masuma, for your beautiful recitation. Next salam will be recited by Noor Fatima. So let's go ahead and invite her with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
बाबा मेरे बाबा, बाबा मेरे बाबा, अब मैं सो जाऊं बाबा अब मैं सो जाऊंगी बाबा अब मैं सो जाऊंगी बाबा मेरे बाबा बाबा है बाबा बाप के सर से कर ये सकीना बोली अब मैं सो जाऊंगी बाप के सर से कर ये सकीना बोली अब मैं सो जाऊंगी बंद हो जाएंगी बंद
I think Noor Fatima muted herself in accident.
Sorry, was it muted?
I
Yeah.
think it got muted halfway through. So if she wants to just start off the stanzas that she was reading.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
बंद हो जाएंगी कुछ बंद हो जाएंगी कुछ देर में आके मेरी अब मैं सो जाऊंगी बाप के सर से ये पट कर ये सकीना बोली अब मैं सो जाऊंगी चलते ना ऐसे जो ने गिराया था मुझे एक बीबी ने गले गाया था मुझे अपने आगोश में एक पार याद था मुझे साथ बाबा के
मेरी आई है फिर वो
बीबी अब मैं सो जाऊंगी बाप के साथ सैर कर ये सकीना अब मैं सो जाऊंगी.
So what?
So what?
Allahumma salli ala Mashallah. Noor, thank you so much for your beautiful recitation. Next, we have Ali Nayani reciting another salam. But I would like to remind everyone to, if you guys are not reading, please keep your mics on mute so that we don't disturb the reciters that are reciting at the time. So with that, I would like to invite Ali Nayani with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
ज़ैनब की आती है सदा भाई हुसैन भी ज़ैनब की आती है सदा भाई हुसैन तेरा चेहरा तेरी आँखें भूले कपाए हुसैन तेरा चेहरा Apaye Hussain Jibi Zainab ki aati hai sada Bhai Hussain चलते ना के से गिराया खुद को चलते रेती पर गुतनियों की बल में तेरी लाल तकाई हुसैन गुतनियों की बल में तेरी लाश तक आई हुसैन जिबी ज़ैनब की आती है सदा आई हुसैन आए जिबी ज़ैनब की आती है सदा आई हुसैन सवात
Allahumma salli
Salam
ala
Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Mashallah, Ali, thank you so much for your amazing recitation. May Allah reward you for your efforts. All right, so next we have another salam by Hadi Ghazalbash. So let's go ahead and invite him with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
I will shackle you and chant. If you forget Hussein's name, I will sever from you bands. I will deny you light years. If you cannot shed a tear, seeing the head on a spare chest, I dare you if you want dare, call out anyone else, dear. I will deny from you air. He is all I have ever known. My heart is under his dome, beating for Arba'in of Yemen. Lend me your holy hand moments, take me to your land moments, allow me to grieve moments. Hussein, Hussein.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Gio Hadi. All right, next our reciter will be Dua Zahra Mandani. So let's go ahead and invite her with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
لبيك يا مولا حسين لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا مولا حسين لبيك يا حسين call us to you, oh my master Hussein wala Zahra ma insa Hussein call us to you, oh my master Hussein wala Zahra ma insa Hussein. We have only one to visit Karbala. People come to this land to visit our Abdullah, to visit our Abdullah. I only wish to be your servant Maula. I want to be the one to be a soldier. I will not forget the day of Ashura until our last breath. Wala Zahra, we will not forget. Wala Zahra, you will always be remembered, Husseina. Wala Zahra, ma ninsa Husseina. Calls to you, my master Husseina. Wala Zahra, ma insa Husseina. So many people walk from so far. From Najaf to Karbala, they are shining like the star, shining like the star. This is my only dream, that there will come one day when everyone will say, Karbala is our way. My life is for him, no one will ever take away. This is my promise, Wala Zahra. This is my promise, Wala Zahra. You will always be remembered, Husseina. Wala Zahra, ma insa Husseina. Calls to you, my master Husseina. Wala Zahra, ma insa Husseina. Salat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Mashallah, 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 dua. Thank you so much for your beautiful recitation. Next, we have Sister Samana reciting for us another salam. So let's go ahead and invite her with a loud salawat. And then keep in mind for these salawats, you can definitely turn on your mics and recite with us. So with that,
Allahumma salli ala
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad
Muhammad wa ali
Muhammad.
Muhammad.
Thank you so much for your recitation, Samana. Now I would like to invite Sheikh Amin Rastani for our speech. Yali. Yali. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Another salawat for Sheikh Amin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وآله الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. First of all, I would like to thank everyone involved in getting this done. MashaAllah, it's been beautiful so far. And especially the organizers, the ISM admin. Some of you, I won't mention any names, just you all know who you are. You've been helping out. This is wonderful because doing something like this over Zoom is not the easiest task, but mashallah, it's been very organized and just very cute, mashallah, and I'm very proud of everyone, especially our wonderful children who have done a wonderful job, and on a Sunday morning like this are in front of their cameras reciting about Imam Hussein and remembering Imam Hussein alayhi salam. May Allah reward all of you, and may Mullah bless you all. Okay, so I'm not going to take too much of your time. I just want to point out one or two things that we can take as lessons from Karbala for our kids. Okay, so hopefully this is going to be clear enough for everyone to get. I want to share the first lesson that we can get from Muharram, from Ashura, is when we look at one of the companions or two of the companions of Imam Hussein. They are Habib ibn Mudahir and Muslim bin Awsaja. Habib is very famous and everyone's heard his name. So he was an older man that wanted to go from Kufa and help Imam Hussein in Karbala. Now, I want to say one thing about him and then take a lesson away from it. And that is that when Imam Hussein was coming close to Kufa and they stopped him in Karbala, the bad people of Kufa and the bad ruler of Kufa, they didn't let people go outside of Kufa anymore because they knew some people are going to leave Kufa to help Imam Hussein in Karbala. So they closed the city down. No one was allowed to go out, okay? And so Habib, this person who knew Imam Hussein from his childhood, who wanted to go out, had to figure out a way to leave Kufa so he can go and join Imam Hussein in Karbala, okay? Now here, someone might say, Habib, you're going to Karbala, you're going to get killed there anyway. Why are you putting yourself even in more danger by trying to leave the city? You see, sometimes there's a big, comfortable, juicy, good reward that someone's going to give us. But to get to that, we have to go through some hardship, okay? It's like, for example, my friend tells me, if you don't eat food for 2 days, I will give you, I don't know, $100, okay? So when I have to go through some hardship, but after that hardship, I get the $100, it's going to be easy for me after that. So my reward is going to be something good. It's just hard to get to that reward. But with Habib, what was the ultimate destination? It was him getting killed in Karbala. So it's not like he was going to go through hardship and then reach some ease and comfort after. No, he's going through hardship to reach more hardship. You see? So the sacrifice that he was going to make, what came before it was hardship also. So 2 hardships Habib went through. What am I trying to get out of a lesson out of all of this? What am I trying to get to here? Sometimes, yes, sometimes we want to do something for Allah, but we're not ready to go through hardship to reach that good thing that we want to do for Allah, you know? So for example, I'm going to give you an example, okay? For example, just like Habib, who wanted to reach martyrdom and shahadat and fighting next to Imam Hussein, We also want to do something very good. We want to, for example, help our parents, okay? So we say to ourselves, okay, I'm ready to help my parents now. So that's something great that I'm going to be doing. But I don't have to really make any sacrifices to get to that point where I'm going to help my parents. So for example, this child will tell their parents, Mom, Dad, I'm ready to help you. Mom and Dad say, okay, you want to help us? Help us washing the dishes today. What does the kid say? The kid says, no, Mommy, I don't want to go through that hardship. I just want to help you though. Let me just, do vacuuming because I like vacuuming. Mommy says, I've already done vacuuming. I've already vacuumed the house, but if you want to help me, it's going to be hard a little bit, but this is how you can help me by helping me wash the dishes today. Yeah. So this child might make a little bit of an issue here and say, no, no, no. I want to help you. That's my goal, but I'm not willing to do it this way. I'm willing to do it my way. I'm willing to do it the easier way. No, no. If you want to help, this is how you're going to help. It's going to take some hardship to do it, but in the end, you'll get those great rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Habib, he didn't say to Imam Hussein, I want to fight next to you. But because the journey to reach you is not easy, I'm just going to stay in Kufa. He said, no, I'm going to try to help Imam Hussein, which is not easy, but I'm going to even do something else that's not easy so that I can get to that point where I can help Imam Hussein, right? For me as a child growing up, for example, with my parents, if mom or dad tells me, okay, you want to help us, but this is the journey to help us by helping me wash the dishes today. For example, this is just an example, by the way. Any type of help for parents is great and wonderful, okay? This is just an example. You can't say, Mommy, Daddy, I want to help you, but the journey should be easy. No, sometimes the journey to helping mom and dad is going to be hard, right? Take care of your little brother or sister today. Oh, I'm not in the mood. I want to help you, but I'm not in the mood for that. Well, if you want to get sawab, you have to be willing to take the steps towards getting the sawab, okay? That's one example. Another example, sometimes we want to make sure we wake up for Fajr namaz, right? We want to get up for Fajr namaz, but we are staying up really late, I don't know, watching cartoons or something. All right, it's okay to watch cartoons every now and then, but if you have a goal to do something great in the morning, which is pray namaz al-Fajr on time, then you're going to have to make some more sacrifices. And even though you want to keep watching a cartoon or a show, or if you're a little older, you're hanging out with some friends, you're going to have to make that sacrifice of ending that a little sooner so that you can get enough rest at night so you can wake up on time for Fajr namaz in the morning. You get what I'm saying? Habib wanted to help Imam Hussein, but to be able to help Imam Hussein, he had to sneak out of Kufa, and that was something dangerous. If they catch him, he's going to be in big trouble. But he made that sacrifice so that he can do that good that he wanted to do. So sometimes we also want to do something good in life, right? But it's going to take sacrifice. I want to make my parents happy. Well, the sacrifice is going to be that I'm going to help them the way they ask me to. I want to wake up for Fajr on time. Well, that requires sacrifice. You can't say, oh, I have the intention of doing something good, which is pray Fajr. That should be enough. No, you have to also take the steps to make that possible. Yes? And the opposite also is true. Sometimes I want to do something good, but the way to get to that good is not something that Islam allows, right? Let's say I want to give sadaqah. I want to give charity, right? I can't take someone else's money and give it to the poor people and give it as charity. I have to use my own money. Yeah. So we have to make sure about these things, that what does it take for me to do something good? Sometimes it's sacrifice. Sometimes it's staying away from other bad things and not doing certain things. I have to, inshallah, make sure that I do that the way it's supposed to be done. That's number one. That's one lesson I wanted to share with you. Another lesson I want to share with you is regarding Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam. Okay, the lesson here also is similar to the previous lesson. This is very important again. The lessons that we get out of Ashura, these people that we love so much, like Habib, like Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam, these are the things that have lived on till today for us from the story of Ashura. Okay, Hazrat Abbas also has a similar. There's one similar lesson we can take from him. Hazrat Abbas, some of you know this. When Imam Ali said once that he wants somebody after Bibi Fatima passed away, that he wants somebody that will have very strong children for him. And so Hazrat Abbas and his brothers were born from Bibi Ummul Banin. Okay, so from the beginning, Imam Ali has announced that he wants strong children. And probably because he knew that the day of Ashura is going to come, right? So all his life, Hazrat Abbas knows that he has a mission in life, and that is to protect Imam Hussein to the best way possible. Okay? And so as he's preparing for the day of Ashura, Hazrat Abbas was about 35 years old when Ashura took place. For 35 years, he's been preparing for the big day of Ashura, and eventually the day of Ashura arrives. And so all of us are probably thinking, okay, Hazrat Abbas is ready to fight everyone now, right? Because he's one of the strongest on the battlefield. One of the strongest, if not the strongest warrior on the battlefield of Karbala, next to Imam Hussein. Okay, what happens though? When the time comes for Hazrat Abbas to go fight, and there's no one left except Imam Hussein and Hazrat Abbas, Imam Hussein instead tells Hazrat Abbas, you go and get water for my children, right? Hazrat Abbas knows that there's a big chance he might get killed because he's the only one left and he's going alone to get water. There's thousands of soldiers waiting for him. Does he say, no, let me go and fight and kill as many people as I can? No, he doesn't say that, although he's been getting ready for this all his life. But what does he do? He says, you're my master, Imam Hussein. Whatever you tell me. You're not telling me to go fight. You're telling me to go and fetch water. That's what I will do. And so that's what he does. And eventually, when he's trying to get the water, the bad people eventually, the people of Yazid are able to defeat Hazrat Abbas because he wasn't ready to fight. He was trying to get the water. Okay. So Hazrat Abbas loses his life not fighting the enemies, something that he's been preparing for all of his life, but he loses his life trying to get water. Now, if I look at this and I see this, and if I'm a person who doesn't believe in what an imam says, I'll say, oh, that's a mistake. He should have done what he knows what he's supposed to do, which is to fight, because that's what he's been preparing for all his life. But if I believe in what the imams say, I believe that whatever my imam says I have to listen to, then in this case, I will totally understand that Imam Hussein knows better what should be happening. Imam Hussein tells Hazrat Abbas, in this situation, I want you to do this. And Hazrat Abbas teaches all of us who love him so much, teaches us that sometimes you might have even prepared for something all your life, but if your imam tells you that right now you need to do something else, and that you have to listen to your imam. There's no questioning. You see, this is something that shaitan made a mistake on. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after all the years that shaitan had done ibadat and had worshipped Allah, Allah tested shaitan. He told him to do something he wasn't prepared for. He said, I want you to prostrate to Adam now. Shaitan said, but I've always been doing ibadah of you, oh Allah. Why are you telling me to do something different, something that I have not prepared for all my life? Allah says, no, this is how I'm going to test you. I want to see if you're going to listen to me the way I think you should listen, because I'm higher than you. I'm more important than you. Shaitan failed that test. He said, no, I can't, I'm not going to do it. But Hazrat Abbas passed his test. Imam Hussein said, I want you to go fetch water. It's just you left, but you don't need to fight. Right now, water is more important for my children. I don't care if you can, destroy the enemy. But right now is the time to get water for the children because they're very, very thirsty. And Hazrat Abbas didn't question anything. He said, whatever you say, my master. He went and he tried and he lost his life in this way. The lesson we get out of this is sometimes those people who are higher than us, they know better what we need to do, they tell us something, that is a test from Allah. Are we going to listen or not? Now, we don't have our imams today that we can listen to, but we do have people that are imams that the Quran says we should respect. And who are they? They are our parents again. They're our parents. Yes? And so our parents are good teachers that are out there. If they see something in a certain way, are we going to listen or are we going to, question them? That's the question that I have from all of us, including myself. If my teacher who knows Islam better than me tells me that this is something you should do, if my mom or dad now that I trust, who inshallah they are very practicing religious Muslims, which they all are inshallah, they tell me that this is what I need to do right now, will I do that or will I turn my back? These are lessons that we take from Ashura. And finally, something that I always talk about, and I'm almost done, give me 2 more minutes and I'm done inshallah. One thing that I always, some of you might remember me saying again and again, when we used to pray together in ISM last year, the year before, one point that I always make is this. I'm talking to my younger brothers and sisters now, those of you who are in level 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, that look, there's no room for bullying in Islam. When we look at Karbala, one side was full of bullies, right? What is a bully? A bully is a person who doesn't have any reason for bothering others except the fact that they're stronger or they're more famous than the rest. Yeah? Yazid's army was a bully because all they had was power. They had no reasoning. They were not logical people. That's all they had, more power. And so they bullied the Imam to the point that they took the life of the Imam and all of his companions. That's what a bully is. Yeah? Now, if that's the case, which side am I going to be on today? Sometimes some of us, we have more power than others, than our classmates. Even if we don't have physical power over them, the way we talk to them can hurt their feelings. We can bully them with our words. Yeah, I might have something that my classmate doesn't have, and I keep showing it off to them and making them feel bad. This is all wrong. If we're in love with Imam Hussein, that means we are going to try to be as far away from the characteristics that his enemies had. His enemies, one of their characteristics was that they were bullies. And so all of us growing up today, we're going to be very, very careful that we don't hurt anyone's feelings, those who are weaker than us, with our words, with our actions, physically, whatever it's going to be. These are 3 lessons that we learned that I wanted to share with you from Karbala. What were they again? Number 1, from Habib, we learned that if we want to do good, sometimes that's not going to be enough. We have to make sacrifices to be able to do that good. From Hazrat Abbas, what do we learn? We learn that sometimes we might have prepared for something, we might want to do something a certain way, but Allah or the Imams or the Prophet or our teachers, our parents might want us to do it another way. And they understand better sometimes. And so we need to listen. And rule number 3 and lesson number 3 is that it doesn't matter how strong you are and how much you can overpower somebody. What matters is that is something, if it's bullying, that's something the enemies of Imam Hussein had. We don't want to be anywhere close to how the enemies of Imam Hussein were. We're gonna not only are we not gonna bully anybody, but we are going to help the ones who are bullied, inshallah. I thank all of you for your patience. And I thank all of the organizers once again for this wonderful event. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you so much, Sheikh Amin, for your amazing speech. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Sister Saleha Hassan for her small speech. So, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Are you able to hear me or? Okay, I think she may have stepped out. So let's go ahead and continue with Matame Hussain. Hussain. Okay, so the first reciter that we have today is going to be Qasim Raza. So let's go ahead and start.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Mawa Karibala diya mawa, mawa Karibala diya mawa, mawa Karibala diya mawa, mawa Karibala diya mawa, putra diya lasha de tukre, naya lab diya vich sehrawa, mawa Karibala diya mawa, mawa Karbala diya mawa. Sabr de Malik nu sen lela ke izn jede binde me sabar di saaj chi akbar de sine to sang hatawa, mawa Karibala diya mawa, mawa Karibala diya mawa. Aankhein maa Qasim di mate sane karin, tere tai lari taravin, tere tukre mutabik वदनिया ने मेरे वीर हुसैन दिसावा, बाबा करबला दिया बाबा, बाबा करबला दिया बाबा, जिदो कैदी हो के लंगिया मक्की तल चो भैन ज़ैनब की ता लाशा बनी मावा ना बेखन किते रुक ना जावण सावा, मावा करबला दिया बाबा, बाबा Karbala diya अमावा 14 सदियां फातिमा दीना अली अजली पर दिया सकलैन जेबी तक दिया ने ओ मेरी पुत्र दिरावा बाबा करबला दिया मावा बाबा करबला दिया मावा पुत्रा दिया लाशा दे टुकड़े नया लब दिया बिच सहरावा मावा करबला दिया मावा मावा करबला दिया मावा या हुसैन
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. All right, next we have Heather Ghazni.
दोनों बाजू को कटाएं 3 दिन की प्यास है खेमे तक पहुँचे ये पानी दिल में बस एक आस है रह गई उसकी तमन्ना रब ने खाई ये कसम आज से बाबुल हवाइज मेरा अब्बास है बाबुल हवाइज बाबुल हवाइज ऐ मौला गाजी आए हैं दर पे तेरे सवारी बाबुल हवाइज ऐ मौला गाजी आए हैं दर पे तेरे सवारी हमें खबर है रब नहीं होगी कभी इस दर से दुआ हमारी इसलिए आए हैं आस लेकर ए मेरे मौला तुम्हारे दर पर बाबुल हवाइज है मौला गाजी दिल में दुआ है आंसू है जारी बाबुल हवाइज है मौला गाजी आए हैं दर पे तेरे सवारी बाबुल हवाइज है मौला गाजी आए हैं दर पे तेरे सवारी हो शेर तुम ही शेर खुदा के तुम बावफा हो करबला के दुआए ज़हरा का हो असर तुम हो पासबाज़न की रिदा के बाबुल हवाइज है मौला गाजी तुम्हारे जैसा नहीं है कोई बाबुल हवाइज है मौला गाजी आए हैं दर पे तेरे सवारी बाबुल हवाइज ऐ मौला गाजी आए हैं दर पे तेरे सवारी सर को झुकाए दिल में है ये गम अपने गुनाह में भुगतते हैं हम माफ हो जाए सारी खताएं ये इस्तिग़ासा है कहते परचम बाबुल हवाइज ऐ मौला गाजी तेरे हवाले तकदीर मेरी बाबुल हवाइज ऐ मौला गाजी आए हैं दर पे तेरे सवारी बाबुल हवाइज ऐ मौला गाजी आए हैं दर पे तेरे सवारी
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
Ali Ali Akbar Ali 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 Akbar Ali Ali image of the Prophet Ali Ali image of the Prophet Ali Ali hey John Oh Ali Akbar like your grandfather so generous hey John So kind and faithful, patient and truthful, and pious, hey Jonah. O son of Hussein, you always showed the best manners. Manners of the Prophet Ali Ali, manners of the Prophet Ali Ali, vision of the Prophet Ali Ali, vision of the Prophet Ali Ali, Ali Ali Akbar Ali Ali, Ali Ali Akbar Ali Ali, image of the Prophet Ali Ali, image of the Prophet Ali Ali, hey Jonah. As you stood to recite the Adhan for the final time, hey Jonah, cries were heard that they saw the Nabi for the final time, hey Jonah. Oh my son, let me say goodbye for the final time. Caller of prayer, Ali Ali. Caller of prayer, Ali Ali. Allahu Akbar, Ali Ali. Allahu Akbar, Ali Ali. Ali Ali Akbar, Ali Ali. Ali Ali Akbar, Ali Ali. Image of the Prophet Ali Ali. Image of the Prophet Ali Ali. Hey Jonah. When you left, oh, step by step, your father followed, hey Jonah. Oh, Ali Akbar, please let me see your face once more, hey Jonah. How can I say goodbye to the son that I adore? Smile of the Prophet Ali Ali, smile of the Prophet Ali Ali, sight of your father Ali Ali, sight of your father Ali Ali, Ali Ali Akbar Ali Ali, Ali Ali Akbar Ali Ali. Image of the Prophet Ali Ali, image of the Prophet Ali Ali, hey Jonah. The bravest lion in the battlefield, scared of none, hey Jonah. Come back, Akbar, call out the ladies to their son, hey Jonah. Oh, Ali Akbar, come take a taste from your father's tongue. The thirst of Hussein Ali Ali, the thirst of Hussein Ali Ali. Go fight for Hussein Ali Ali, go fight for Hussein Ali Ali. Ali Ali Akbar Ali Ali, Ali Ali Akbar Ali Ali. Image of the Prophet Ali Ali, image of the Prophet Ali Ali.
Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein.
I begin with thee, for you are the key in calamities, my serenity. For yet your name, no eye can see. Everything you hear, everything you see. And you made the light from your holy light. And you taught their names and said, Adam recite. Their names in heaven were mentioned, the first words Adam had spoken. Now they lay on earth with backs broken. Our Lord swore bitter, and He sees all the unseen. But what did Zainab's eyes see, looking at Ali Yasin? Muhammad was first to hold you, and he knew what you were born to. Your holy name is written next to Muhammad on the throne too. When Jibreel showed in this day, Taha was the first to mourn you. Will the one who is from me, and I am from him, be lonely? Zainab replies, I'll be singing. What will be of Ali Yasin? Our Lord Sabitaha, and He sees all the unseen. But what did Zainab's eyes see, looking at Ali Yasin? If you forgot the people see Hussein, then he'll remind you. You left Medina and your shadow was Zainab right beside you. The people were all divided in you, but none could divide master of heaven's tent is martyred by the unclean. Those who don't believe the unseen will never know all your sin. Our Lord Swabitaha, and this is all the unseen. But what did Zainab's eyes see, looking at all your sin? Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya
Hussein, Ya Hussein. आ गया है कारवान बाजार शाम, बाजार शाम, बाजार शाम, बाजार शाम, बाजार शाम. गुजरेगी कैसे ज़ैनब बाजार शाम से, गुजरेगी कैसे ज़ैनब बाजार शाम से, गुजरेगी कैसे ज़ैनब बाजार शाम से. वाक़िफ़ नहीं है बीबी, वाक़िफ़ नहीं है बीबी, बलवाए आम से, गुजरेगी कैसे ज़ैनब बाजार शाम से, गुजरेगी कैसे ज़ैनब बाजार शाम से. अहमद की हैं नवासियाँ सज्जाद कह रहे हैं, उस सालार काफिला जो सो ज़ख्म सह रहे हैं. लोगों न मारो पत्थर, लोगों न मारो पत्थर, हर एक मकाम से, गुजरेगी कैसे ज़ैनब बाजार शाम से, गुजरेगी कैसे ज़ैनब बाजार शाम से. जिसको सलाम खुद ही अल्लाह कर रहे हैं, उस बीबिया पे जालिम वो जुल्म ढा रहे हैं. महरूम कर दिया है, महरूम कर दिया है उनको सलाम से, गुजरेगी कैसे ज़ैनब बाजार शाम से.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
Oh Hussein, Imam Hussein, oh Hussein, Imam Hussein, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla. Oh Hussein, Imam Hussein, I was sitting in my room with a thought on my mind that how grateful we are to have you, Hussein. And I thank you, Allah, and I thank you, Allah, and I thank you, Allah. Mawla, Mawla, Hussein, 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 Mawla, Mawla, Hussein. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, MashaAllah, my Mawla is Hussein. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, MashaAllah, my Mawla is Hussein. I'm lucky to have a master like you, and I'm lucky to have a master like you. I'm so thankful to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, MashaAllah, my Mawla is Hussein. Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla, Mawla, Ya Mawla,
Mola, Ya Mola. You taught me how to live, Mola, how to be kind and give, Mola. You showed me how to be truthful and to love and forgive, Mola. I'm lucky to have a master like you. I'm lucky to have a master like you. Alhamdulillah, 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 Alhamdulillah. Ya Mola, Mola, Ya Mola, Mola, Ya Mola, Mola, Ya Mola.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. तीरों पे तीर नेज़ों पर नेज़े चलाते हैं तीरों पे तीर नेज़ों पर नेज़े चलाते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम में अब्बास आते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम में अब्बास आते हैं क्या वक्त गाया है मोहम्मद का आल पर या वक्त गाया है मोहम्मद के आल पर चादर नहीं है बालों से मुंह को छुपाते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम पास आते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम में अब्बास आते हैं असगर को माँ छुपाती है झुक झुक के गोद में असगर को माँ छुपाती है झुक झुक के गोद में खैमों के तोड़ तोड़ कर जब दर आते हैं खैमों के तोड़ तोड़ कर जब आते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम में अब्बास आते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम में अब्बास आते हैं दिल पानी पानी होता है बच्चों के प्यास से दिल पानी पानी होता है बच्चों के पास से सूखी जबान होठों पर असगर कराते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम में अब्बास आते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम में अब्बास आते हैं पौधों जुदाए शाम से लश्कर जो आते हैं जुदाए शाम से लश्कर जो आते हैं कम उम्र बच्चों का मोहबर जाते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम से अब्बास आते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम से अब्बास आते हैं हलचल है फौज शाम से अब्बास आते हैं या हुसैन
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Now I would like to invite Sister Zaima Ajani for our ziyarat.
السلام عليك يا رسول الله السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين وعلى 9 المعصومين من ذريتك علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والحجة بن الحسن عجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل الله مخرجه وظهوره والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Now I would like to invite Brother Ali for us.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. Muhammad wa Muhammad salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Thank you so much. Now I would like to go ahead and thank each and every one of you today. This program would not be the same without our reciters, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you. May Mawla accept all your efforts and reward you for your efforts. I would also like to give a big shout out to Sheikh Amin for reciting today. Thank you so much for always taking time out for ISM. We really do appreciate it. So thank you so much for doing that today. I know I loved hearing you, so I'm sure all of the kids did as well. Also, I would love to thank our lovely parents and siblings that have encouraged and support our kids to be lovers of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. This is truly so inspiring, mashallah. We would honestly be nothing without our elders. So alhamdulillah for them, and let's recite a loud salawat for their well-being. Allahumma salli ala now if I could have someone recite Dua Imam Zamana for me. Or we could all recite together. I think that would be best. Go ahead.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma kulli waliyika Sayyidina al-Hasan salawatuka alayhi fi hadhihi waliyya wa hafizan wa qa'idan wa nasira. وتمتعه فيها
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Now if I could just have a loud Nar Hadri, and then we will conclude our program for today. Whoever wants to start it.
Nare Hedri.
Ya Ali. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Again, thank you guys so much for participating in today's majlis. Inshallah, if you have registered for Tabarruk and Niazi Hussein today, please come pick them up at about 4 o'clock today at Islamic Center of Women. Inshallah, we will be there to serve you all. So thank you so much, and Jazakallah khair to all the reciters, the parents, and all the organizers today. Inshallah, we will meet soon in better conditions. Thank you so much.